Welcome to my newest video. In this video, you'll be learning to talk about food. All right, look at the picture and then answer these questions. Who is in the picture? What time do you think it is? And what are the people doing? You can pause the video and answer those questions and then restart when you're ready to continue. All right, in this picture, there are three people. It looks like it either could be maybe a grandmother, a mother, and a son, or maybe a husband and wife, and mother, mother in law. So, three people. Looks like they're family members. Looks like they are eating dinner, maybe. And so it could be evening, although it's sunny outside. So maybe it's afternoon. Maybe they're eating lunch or even breakfast. But they're getting ready to sit down and eat a meal. All right, so now you're going to match the words to the pictures. So pause the video and see if you can figure out which pictures go with which words, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, so breakfast, that should go with picture A. Lunch should go with picture D. Dinner is with picture E. Snack is picture F. Dessert is picture B. And drink is picture C. All right, how many meals do you eat every day? And what is the most important meal in your country? So this man says, I eat 3 meals every day. Lunch is the most important meal in Brazil. I leave work to go home and eat lunch with my family. So if you would like to practice speaking, maybe use this answer as a model to talk about how many meals you eat each day, which is the most important meal in your country, and maybe something about when or where you eat that meal. All right, so what foods do people eat the most in your country? And here are some examples of different kinds of foods. So think about what kind of foods people eat most in your country. All right, now we're going to talk about breakfast, and here are some vocabulary words that relate to breakfast, at least in the US: egg, orange juice, coffee, pancakes. So take a moment and pause the video and answer these questions. When do you eat breakfast? What do you like to eat for breakfast? What do you drink in the morning? And then what is the man doing in the picture? And what foods do you see in the picture? So take a moment and you can pause the video. Be sure to speak out loud for practice and then restart when you're ready to continue. Well, this man in the picture looks like he's buttering some bread. Um, and we can see like bread, fruit, looks like some rolls, more fruit. Um, so he has a lot of different breakfast foods on the table. All right, now here are some vocabulary words that relate to lunch: sandwich, salad, soup, and rice. So, first, you can answer these questions aloud. When do you eat lunch? And what do you like to eat for lunch? And then describe what is the family doing in this picture and what foods do you see in this picture. So, again, you can pause the video, think about those for a moment, answer aloud, and then restart the video when you're ready to continue. All right, and then we have dinner. So here are the vocabulary words for dinner: pasta, beef, fish, chicken. So again, answer these questions aloud. When do you eat dinner? What do you like to eat for dinner? And then these questions. What is the family doing in the picture? What foods do you see in the picture? So pause the video, answer those questions aloud, and then restart when you're ready to continue. All right, and then breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Which is your favorite meal of the day and why? So talk about that for a little bit. Which meal is your favorite meal and why? My favorite meal is breakfast because I love eggs. I love toast with butter. I usually have hot cocoa to drink, and I love hot cocoa. So breakfast is my favorite meal of the day because the foods I like the most I have at breakfast. But what is your favorite meal of the day? And then dessert. We've got some vocabulary words that relate to dessert: cookies, cake, ice cream, pastry. So, how often do you eat dessert? And what is your favorite dessert? So, again, take some time, pause the video, speak those answers out loud for practice. And then sweet or salty. So, sweet or salty describes how something tastes. So, for example, candy is sweet. So, make some sentences about each of these foods and say them aloud. And then you can restart the video when you're ready to hear the answers. So, pretzels are salty, cookies are sweet, potato chips are salty, French fries are salty, ice cream is sweet, fruit is sweet. All right, now we're going to learn about using the connecting words and, or, and but. So we use and, or, and but to group words together. So we use and to add things together. So for example, he eats eggs and toast for breakfast. We use or when we want to choose one thing. Do you want chicken or fish for dinner tonight? So you can't have both. You can have either fish or either chicken or fish, but not both, one or the other. And we use but to say something that is different. My sister likes broccoli, but I don't like broccoli. So she does, I don't. So we use but to show that difference. All right, so now I'd like you to practice with and, or but, and you can pause the video, um, fill in the answers, and then restart when you're ready to check. All right, number one, my favorite meal is spaghetti and meatballs. I like apples and oranges, but I don't like bananas. I like hot soup, but not too hot. Do you want chicken or beef for dinner? I am not hungry. I don't want ice cream and cake. You could also say or in this one, either ice cream and cake or ice cream or cake for dessert. Do you prefer coffee or tea? Mango and sticky rice is a dessert in Thailand. I want to have ice cream, but I need to eat my dinner first. He puts milk and sugar in his coffee. And what snack do you want, pretzels or popcorn? All right, so once again, we're going to try and match the pictures with the words. So take a few moments and um, write down those answers, and then we will restart when you're ready to check the answers. Okay, so number one, to cook dinner, I believe that goes with picture D. Eat at home would be picture E. Bake cookies is picture A. Have a snack is picture F. Order food is picture B. And serve food is picture C. Right, now we're going to practice and you'll be answering which do you prefer. So which do you prefer, sweet foods or salty foods? Apples or bananas? Indian food or Mexican food? Italian food or Japanese food? Trying new foods or eating the same thing? Eating at a restaurant or eating at home? Cooking or ordering food? And do you prefer ice cream or cookies? All right, so now you can practice with these statements. So we're going to read the sentences and then talk about which person that you agree with. So Erica's answers are here on the left, and Boris's answers are here on the right. So she says, I like to cook. I don't like to cook. So tell me which person you would agree with. So on this side, Erica says, I eat healthy foods. I don't eat a lot of healthy foods, is what Boris says. We've already done the cooking. So Erica says, I am good at cooking. And Boris says, I am bad at cooking. I cook most of the time. And Boris says, I go to restaurants most of the time. Erica says, I enjoy spicy food. Boris says, I don't like spicy food. Erica says, I always eat the same foods. And Boris says, I like to try new foods. Erica says, I try not to eat a lot of sweets. But Boris says, I eat a lot of sweets. Erica says, I drink coffee every day. And Boris says, I don't drink coffee. So think about which statements you agree with. All right, now we're going to do this conversation. So first, let's just read through the whole conversation together. You can either pause the video and read on your own, or you can follow along as I read. What do you like to eat for lunch? I like sandwiches, and I often have fruit with my lunch. What about you? I like sandwiches too, but I prefer salads with vegetables. That is healthy. Do you eat at home or in a restaurant? I usually eat at home. I like to cook. How about you? I prefer to order food from a restaurant. I don't like to cook. What is your favorite restaurant for lunch? I like Sunny Cafe. Oh, me too. We should go together one day. Great. Now, this time I will read part A and you respond with part B, and then we'll switch. What do you like to eat for lunch? I like sandwiches too, but I prefer salads with vegetables. I usually eat at home. I like to cook. How about you? What is your favorite restaurant for lunch? Oh, me too. All right, now it's your turn to read part A. So read part A and then pause, and I'll respond with part B. I like sandwiches and I often have fruit with my lunch. What about you? That is healthy. Do you eat at home or in a restaurant? I prefer to order food from a restaurant. I don't like to cook. I like Sunny Cafe. We should go together one day. All right, this time we'll fill in the missing words. So take a few moments, see if you can remember what they said, and then restart when you're ready to see the answers. So, what do you like to eat for lunch? I like sandwiches and I often have fruit with my lunch. What about you? I like sandwiches too, but I prefer salad with vegetables. That is healthy. Do you eat at home or in a restaurant? I usually eat at home. What about you? I prefer to order food from a restaurant. I don't like to cook. And I think he said, what is your favorite restaurant? Yes. What is your favorite restaurant for lunch? Oh, Sunny Cafe. I like Sunny Cafe. Oh, we should go together one day. All right, so here are some suggestions where you can make a new conversation. So, if you can find a conversation partner, a family member, or friend for you to practice English, you can use this as a model for the conversation to help you in case you get stuck. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like and subscribe if you did, and leave a comment for other topics you would like to hear in the future. Thanks for watching. Bye.